right, everybody. In this video, this is more geared toward the brand new agent that is contemplating a career in insurance, and you're just trying to figure out what does this career look like in your first 30 days. There are some pitfalls that you definitely want to avoid, and there's some things that you really want to do when you're diving into something that's brand new, very rewarding, but at the same point can also be devastating if you don't do certain things right. So I'm going to share this with you in a second. Before we get going, jasonfinalexpense.com. I partner with some of the most amazing agents, across this nation to sell things like Medicare insurance, life insurance, final expense, and even annuities, all right? So if you need help, reach out. I'll help you in any way I can. But if you're a brand new agent, first off, you've got to make the decision. Are you going to be a captive agent, or are you going to become an independent agent, okay? There's pros and cons to each, but when you first start out in insurance, let me tell you, a lot of captive agencies are going to be busy, beating your doors down, all right? So you want to make sure that it's a fit for you, not just a fit for the insurance company. There's nothing wrong with being captive, you guys. You're doing good work, but let me tell you, being a captive insurance agent has some negatives because you only work for one company, and I personally would prefer to work for a lot of good companies so that I can bring a better value, to my consumer. I can shop multiple carriers. That's what they call the insurance company, okay? The insurance company when you're brand new. And this video, you guys, is going to be geared toward brand new insurance agents, okay? A carrier is the insurance company. So when you hear people talk about insurance carriers, it's just a name, okay? So blankety blank insurance company, blankety blank this insurance company, it's all the same. Everybody's got a different name. It just means the name of the insurance carrier, the company, okay? That's what carrier means. So to have a variety of carriers is very empowering when you're an insurance agent, but it can also be overwhelming when you first start out. So in some ways, if you start off at a captive agency, that's not the worst thing on the planet, even though you're compensation is going to be much, much lower, okay? You want to find out what is your compensation when you're starting off as a brand new agent, especially if you're debating captive versus independent. So being independent, you're going to get paid more, you're going to get paid better, but a lot of times you may not have, unless you're partnering with a good agency, like mine, you won't have the training, the tools necessary to really get you off the ground, get you off that runway, and get you flying high. When you're a captive agent, if you're with a good agency that's captive, they're going to implement, more of the rah-rah, more of the hand-holding. You've got more of like the employee mindset. You're going to be treated more like a W-2, even though in a lot of ways it's not legal, But you will get told when to show up, when to leave. I need you here for these calling days. You need to be here for this meeting. You need to show up. By the way, when you're 1099, no employer can do that to you. It is not legal. You're an independent contractor. The only times that, an insurance company or your employer, when you're 1099, can actually have you, be mandated to show up is only when it's a compliance meeting. Compliance meetings, they can make mandatory. Anything else is completely optional. You own your own business. Make sure you all understand that. So first off, when you're a brand new agent, you got to decide, am I going to be independent and have lots of variety, better compensation, and better resources potentially for my consumer, or am I going to be captive, and only sell one company and that's it, Now, certain companies, if you go captive, there's some good captive companies out there, It's not my route to go, but let me tell you, there are some good captive insurance companies out there. Just understand that you are only going to sell one company, that's it. So if a client wants something that you can't provide, you can't sell it, period, They will not legally allow you to sell their product. So understand what that is, what that means for you, and then just make an educated decision and go the best path for you, There's nothing wrong. You're going to be a great insurance agent, whether you go captive. You can be a great insurance agent if you go independent. The choice and the decision is yours and yours alone, nobody else's. So understand that that is a great way to go if you understand what you're doing. So the next point I want to bring up is training, mentoring. Make sure that you're being trained well and mentored well. Make sure you vet your trainer. If you're hopping into any insurance agency, talk to whoever is going to be training you, because it's like having a good father figure in your life, a good mother figure in your life. That is so empowering When you're brand new, like a child, you want a good parent, you want a good mentor, you want someone very good that can really nurture you and give you that skill set, that mindset, and more importantly, insider knowledge of the industry so that you don't get hurt. You don't make mistakes that cost you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Don't reinvent the wheel, you guys. But when you start off as a new agent, it's very important that you get mentored right, and that whoever your trainer is absolutely invested in you, that they know how to pick up a phone, that they know how to help you and hold your hand and walk you through the great unknown. It is the great unknown. It's great, okay? But when you have people that are invested in you and helping you, you will succeed at a faster rate, and failure is not as high because you've got someone that has walked the journey many times before. That's why people that climb Mount Everest get Sherpas. They get guides, right? If you go in the middle of Alaska, you want to do that on your own, okay, and you're coming from the city? I don't think so. You want to get somebody that's, okay, versed, and they know how to get through the woods. They know how to keep you safe so that you can make it to your destination and go catch fish, okay, if that's what you do, okay? You want people that know how to get there and have made it there back and forth many times safely, okay? Get a good Sherpa and get a good mentor in this business is what I'm trying to relate to you, okay? When you're selling insurance, it's very important that when you're brand new, you need to provide massive levels of value. It's not always about price, okay? When people find more value in what you're bringing, guess what? The price doesn't matter as much. But being an independent representative, an independent insurance agent, you're going to have more options. You're going to have better price busters than you ever would representing only one company. People that only sell one company, I'll do some screen shares on this in the future to kind of show you what that looks like. But let me tell you, independent agents, we have an insane competitive advantage. When I hear certain names come up, I get excited because you could have bought that policy 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and guess what? I can give that client more death benefit, more for their dollar, save them money, and as long as they're honest with me on their health, there's really no risk other than suicide and the 2-year contestability. It's powerful. It's very powerful. So understand whether you want to go captive or whether you want to go independent. The second thing that I want you to focus on is have a good mentor. Vet your trainer. Vet your scripts, okay? The scripts are like your roadmap to the pot of gold, okay? Make sure you know how to find the X, okay? Where they bury the treasure, that treasure is going to be found through high-quality scripting, high-quality training, high-quality mentoring. It's very necessary that you have people in your life that have been very successful, okay? I've done this a long time. Over 2+ decades, okay? Telesales and insurance experience. I have an insane amount of experience in the face-to-face insurance arena and even a monstrous level more in the telesales space prior to COVID and post-COVID. So make sure that whoever is training you is not handing you some unvetted piece of material that they're going to pass off as training, okay? You got to be super careful. There's a lot of systems that are unproven, and you're going to be the canary, okay? You're just going to die out of the industry fast, and you don't even know what happened. Sometimes it's because you didn't vet your trainer. And when you're brand new, you're so excited, right, about entering into this great rah-rah land of insurance. I'm going to be free. I'm going to do this. And don't get me wrong, that happens when you're successful. But at first, let me tell you, the first 30 days of being an insurance agent are going to require a lot of hard work, okay? By the way, $1 Million Roundtable is something that you should absolutely be focused on once you get going, okay? I've qualified for $1 Million Roundtable as an insurance agent more times than I can count, okay? It's ridiculous. But you want to focus on being the best of the best, okay? Having insane integrity, having an insane production that's married with it. Those don't always go hand in hand, okay? So focus on good organizations like $1 Million Roundtable, attain that. It'll be valuable to you. But when you first start off as an insurance agent, some of the most important things that you can do are decide if you want to go captive, decide if you want to go independent. Once you've made your decision, okay, charge and do lots of work, lots of drive. It's going to take you a lot of work, okay? And then make sure you're using proven power scripts, okay? Make sure you're using power scripts, not like Frankenstein piece of garbage materials. Make sure you're not like being trained by somebody that's just as messed up as you are. Don't do that. That'll get you hurt, okay? Stay in this industry. Be trained by people that are very, very successful in their field, okay? This is crazy important. I've sold so many policies on my own pen. It's not even funny. okay? And I train and coach some of the most amazing insurance agents on this planet. They're very, very good at what they do. I'm crazy excited for them, but let me tell you, they know how to use a script. They know how to handle whatever comes. They've got such massive levels of certainty because they've been trained well, coached well, and they know how to use the work set and the skill set, okay? So when you marry all things together as a brand new insurance agent, in the first 30 days, be prepared to hustle. Be prepared to hustle and work like you've never worked in your life. When you first start, you're going to need to work really hard. But before this even takes place, you got to get contracted, right? Are you going to get contracted with one company when you're captive? Or are you going to get contracted with some of the best A-rated carriers in the nation, okay? Understand that when you decide, okay, to work for an IMO, okay, or an FMO or an NMO, a national marketing organization, or a good organization, okay, like mine, my national agency, jasonfinalexpense.com, let me tell you, it is so important that you get contracted as soon as possible. Just because you get your insurance license doesn't mean you can sell these products, okay? Being licensed is half the battle. When you're brand new, first off, you got to get your insurance license and get it done, okay? Get that handled first. A has to come before B and C happens. So get your insurance license, get it put in place. When you have your insurance license, then you're going to get errors and omissions insurance if you're a wise person, okay? And that's kind of like fire insurance. It's like Kevlar on a police officer, all right? You would not go, okay, into a fire if you're not wearing a fire suit, right? You don't become an insurance agent and go sell insurance without errors and omissions insurance. Don't get cheap in this area. Make sure you have it, okay? So become licensed, get errors and omissions insurance, okay? I can help you with that if you ever need that, okay? jasonfinalexpense.com. Get good errors and omissions insurance. And then you need to get appointed with the insurance carriers. That's where somebody like myself comes in, or a captive agency comes in, or some other agency, that's fine, okay? But get appointed. That means you've got the ability to use your insurance license and sell their product, okay? If you've got lots of different carriers, when you first start off as an insurance agent, it's going to take time before you get, okay, the privilege to sell that insurance company's product. It takes sometimes 2 weeks. It could take 5 weeks. It's nothing against you. It just takes time. It's a process. So when you first get started, I got my insurance license. Yay. Now I decided I'm going to be captive or independent. Now that's handled. Get yourself errors and omissions insurance, okay? And then figure out who's going to be your mentor, who's going to train you, coach you, and invest in you to make you successful, okay? Then go get linked up. Start your contracting process. That will take anywhere from 2 weeks on average up to 5 depending on the insurance carrier. It's not you, it's the insurance carriers. They're busy, okay? They've got tons and tons of agents wanting to sell their products. They're going to take their time. You're going to get appointed, okay, kind of like the knight, okay, that's going to dance the little saber on you, okay, and say, yes, you've been blessed to go sell our product now. Now you have a license, errors and omissions insurance, okay, and now you've got the ability to sell their product. Now what, okay? This is where training and coaching and mentoring, shadowing someone that's done this before you is going to help you and help you be very good. But be prepared to work. Be prepared to do the homework, to do the hard things, as well as the easy things, okay? Half the battle's showing the heck up, okay? Show up every day with a smile on your face. Show up ready to learn. Be like a sponge, okay? Be like a sponge ready to absorb, okay, the beautiful, okay, new career that you've decided to dive into. But make sure that you are in a place where you own and control your business from day one, okay? A lot of, okay, captive agencies, even certain other agencies, you don't actually own or control your business from day one. That's important, okay? Are you vested from day one? Ask that question. Don't be signing the dotted line, okay? Don't be John Hancock and anything unless you know that you're vested from day one. The devil's in the details sometimes with some of these agencies. Make sure you read it, okay? Read, okay? And ask these questions on the front side. Am I vested from day one? Get the answer. If you're okay with the answer, fine, but that answer could come back and slap you in the face if you don't know it early, okay? As an independent agent, most agents should always own and control their book of business from day one. They should be fully vested from day one, all right? So make sure you read your stuff. Make sure you ask these questions on the front side. Ask your trainer, how many policies have you personally, okay, written over the telephone if you're going to teach me telesales? How many, okay, policies did you sell when you were face-to-face? Okay, ask that question. What was your 1099 last year? How much AP did you make? Did you make $1 million round table on your own pen? Okay, are you? Are you top 6% globally? Are you top 8% nationally? Okay, in America, where do you fall? Ask those questions. If they're nervous, if they don't want to answer those questions, that should tell you something, okay? You want to learn from people at the top, okay? Anybody that has a license, whether it's an insurance license or a doctor. Do you want to get surgery by somebody who barely, okay, graduated medical school? I don't want them cutting on me. I'll take somebody at the top of their class, thank you very much, okay? In insurance, it's the same way. Be careful of trainers that aren't at the top of the food chain. Be careful of trainers that don't have the ability to transfer skill set to you, okay? So how many other people do you train? How many people do you have that are getting it done, okay? Vet your trainer, you guys. Vet your material. When you're a brand new agent that just got licensed, okay, once again, you've got your errors and omissions insurance. Now you've decided if you're going to go captive or independent. Now you've linked up with good systems, good training. Now you're ready. You got appointed. You're waiting. You're just sitting on your hands, okay, right now, waiting for the privilege to be able to go start your career, and you're really excited. You're ready to go. You should have that excitement. Be prepared to get rejected, okay? Be prepared to have adversity. Be prepared to embrace it. As the military says, embrace the suck with a smile on your face. Be like, guess what? I'm going to go knock doors, beat streets. If you're a face-to-face insurance agent, be prepared to get out of your car. Be prepared to get rained on. Get prepared to be no-showed as a face-to-face insurance agent. Get prepared to have smells that you didn't know could ever happen, okay? Get prepared to get smoked on in houses. Get prepared, okay, to have things pulled on you that go bang, okay? It does take place. It's happened in my career, okay? It does take place. Get prepared for a car wreck, okay? If you do insurance long enough and you're doing 30,000 miles a year, your chances of a car wreck are insanely high compared to someone that does telesales, okay, and is safe in their office all day, taking care of sweet people. We capitalize on more time, more opportunity, and more success. But there's nothing wrong with being a face-to-face agent. You've got to decide, though, do you want to be a dual agent and do face-to-face and telesales? Or are you more inclined as an insurance agent to just do face-to-face? I've got a lot of agents that do that, but most of my agents, okay, that partner with me do telesales. It's just a better way to go, okay? You can control a lot more things, in my professional opinion, but I've got folks in my agency that do both. There's no wrong way to serve great people, okay? But pick your pleasure. Pick what you want to do, and then stick with it, okay? You can't be like all distracted all over the place as a new agent. You cannot do this. So don't get distracted. As a new agent, pick it. You want to go face-to-face? You want to go telespace? It's okay. There's no wrong way to go. But whatever you commit to it wholeheartedly. Do it with all your might, all your strength, okay? So you've decided you're going to be face-to-face or tele. Now you've got to be prepared and not give up. Be prepared to engage every day, even when the day is rough. Be prepared to engage. Even when you didn't make a sale the day before, be prepared to engage. Be prepared to learn, to get better, okay? Be focused on the most important thing as a new agent, and that is prospecting. As a new agent, you must prospect and prospect and prospect. Be willing to outwork every person in the room. If you want to succeed, if you want to be a top agent, you need to be learning from the top agents around you. Humble yourself. Ask them for advice. Make sure you link up with a good agency in the first place from somebody that can truly help you. Okay? There's a lot of these rah-rah. Okay? When you first get your insurance license, let me tell you, a lot of people are going to be calling you, saying, come work for us. Come to an opportunity meeting. We've got massive bonuses. Shiny object syndrome. Okay? And then you look at the fine print, you look at what's going on, you're like, oof, that's not great. Okay? Or maybe your mentor doesn't pay any attention to you. Or doesn't know how to pick up your phone call. This takes place, and now you're like being left on an island of uncertainty. When you feel uncertain as a new agent, it's going to breed a lot of bad things in your career, and one of the things that it can breed is failure. And I know you don't want failure. As a new agent, you want to succeed, right? So in your first 30 days, make your decisions, what you want to sell as well, okay? So let's recap a little bit, okay? Get your license, okay? Decide if you want to go captive or independent. That's important. you need to get your errors and omissions insurance. Figure out, once you've decided to go captive or independent, choose a good IMO, FMO, NMO. Choose a good agency that will train you, coach you, and get you where you need to go. Make sure you vet your scripts. Make sure you're getting good training. Vet your trainer. Are they on the top of the food chain or the bottom? Ask those questions, okay? And then once you've committed, I want you to focus on, am I going to go face-to-face or am I going to go telesales? What's your passion? What's your heart? There's no wrong decision here. Just do it, okay? Whatever you choose, do it with all your might. And then what I want you to focus on is one product alone, okay? Don't be distracted by all these little shiny things. Oh, I'm going to sell cancer insurance. I'm going to sell Medicare Advantage. I'm going to sell Medicare Supplement. I'm going to sell house insurance, car insurance. I'm going to go be a realtor at the same time. My goodness, stop it. Okay, if you want to be successful as an insurance agent, at first, when you first start, you must do one thing. Get trained in one thing. Be good at it. Then get great at it. Be amazing at it. And once you've done it so many times that you can do it in your sleep, then add another product, put another arrow in your quiver. Old Robin Hood days, okay? Get that, okay? Get it, and get it good, okay? Once you understand that product line, then have your trainer or your mentor, okay, train you on another offering. Maybe it's term insurance. Maybe you just focused on whole life, or final expense life insurance by phone, or final expense life insurance face-to-face. Once you've mastered it, mastery level, okay? You're just getting it done for amazing people. Then and only then would you add another product offering. Then you get really good at that, okay? And then you're going to add maybe a cancer insurance or Medicare insurance. Maybe you're going to go get AHIP'd, all right? It's a good thing to have, okay? Other things that you can sell. But when you first start, anybody that's good is good at one thing, and they just wash it and rinse it and repeat it every day, okay? Be very methodical in how you train. Be careful of being a jack of all trades and a master of none. A lot of insurance agents, especially when they're brand new, they get hurt because they're trying to ingest everything, okay? It's like you're drinking from a fire hose. You're not going to get it all up in here, okay? You just passed your insurance license. You're feeling like your head is like scrambled eggs with a Bamex. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's how I felt. When I passed my insurance license, it was like, wow. That was a lot of stuff up in the head. Your brain can only saturate and absorb so much. Take one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's so easy as a brand new insurance agent to get overwhelmed. It just is, okay? There's so many things that you may not know. Life insurance as a whole, right? You've got term insurance, universal life insurance, right? You've got, okay, IULs, you've got all kinds of stuff, ROPs, you've got crazy amounts of life insurance, right? 20-year terms, 10-year terms, right? You've got all kinds of crazy things you've got to learn. Does it violate the 7-pay test? What's a mech? I mean, you know just enough to be dangerous sometimes. So when you first start off as an insurance agent, pick a product. Pick one product and get really good at it. And then, like I said, move on to another product. It will make you more powerful. It'll make you more confident. It'll bring on a whole nother level of certainty for your brand new career. If you want to be successful, get good at one thing, okay? A lot of agents that are really, really good, they don't sell everything. They specialize on one thing, and they do it well, they do it right, and they can do it in their sleep. They can do it over and over and over again, okay? You want to hear a stupid story? My wife and my kids, okay, told me that, hey, Dad, you were talking in your sleep. I'm like, news to me. I was passed out. I was asleep. I had a long day of work. My kids are like, yeah, you were. I was like, what was it about? And they're like, you were selling a guy insurance named Don. I was like, wow. If any of you guys are out there and your name's Don, call me. I'll sell you an insurance policy. I'd love to complete my dream. It was crazy. But I didn't even know, okay, because my mind was so focused on one thing, and that's selling final expense whole life insurance to great people. I, in my sleep, was selling insurance. Okay? Craziness, I know, right? Lunatic level. But you as an insurance agent should be so absorbed in what you're doing as your new career that even in your sleep, your passive and unconscious mind is thinking about doing what your mind and heart are set on. It's powerful, okay? There's other times where maybe my wife and kids are like, man, Dad, you were yakking last night in your sleep. I'm like, news to me, what was I yakking about? This happened recently. You know what it was about? It was about training others on insurance. I do it every day. I train some of the greatest agents on how to sell final expense, whole life insurance, Medicare insurance, okay? By phone and face to face. I do it all the time. So even when I sleep, guess what? It's there, okay? Be so competent. Be so good in your space at one thing. And then once you master the one thing, add to it. Stay myopic. By staying myopic, you will be more powerful and more successful, and you will eliminate the feeling of being overwhelmed in the insurance arena. Insurance is amazing, but there's so many widgets. There's no wrong widget. Just figure out what you're passionate about. I don't give a hoot, you guys, about house insurance or car insurance. So for me, I could never sell what I don't believe in. You need to believe in what you sell. Have a heart for the people that you meet their needs, okay? Have a heart for the people that you sell it to, and be good. So vet your trainer. Vet your trainer. Make sure you're using good scripts, good road maps to lead you to the career of your dreams. When you do that, you will get better. You will make it, okay? You've got the best chance of making it if you have good scripts, good mentorship, good direction, and you're linking up with the right companies. There's, okay, some companies that just aren't worth the paper that they're written on, okay? They just aren't. They're not competitive at all. And if you're doing telesales, some of them are not telesales friendly. You should not use those carriers because you're going to lose your britches. You're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to get frustrated, and so will your clients. So it's not always about the cheapest cost. It's about, can I get this for my consumer over the phone? If the answer is no, you shouldn't be using that company. So make sure you've got good mentorship, good help as a new agent. But I'm proud of you. If you're a new agent and you're thinking about insurance, whether it's Medicare insurance or life insurance or final expense insurance or even mortgage protection, to do it by phone is a wise choice. To do it face-to-face, okay, there's nothing wrong with that decision. Got a lot of good folks that do that as well. Proud of you, but commit to it, okay? Commit to it. Don't be like half in, half out, okay? Either get in the car or stay at home. Okay, figure it out, all right? Whatever you commit to, just do it and do it and do it again. Do it well. Invest in yourself. Invest in lead flow, okay? Don't get hurt with leads. Some of these captive agencies they're not even A or B or C leads. They're garbage. They're like 3-4-year-old leads. And like, we've got great leads. Come work for us. And you come work for me like, oh, whoa. Wow, this is bad. Okay? I understand where you're at. If you need help, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. But leads are important. Leads are king. Either you've got a lead, which gives you a opportunity to have a conversation, to bring value to a consumer. Okay? You're there to meet needs. If you're dealing with a 4 or 5-year-old lead, a 3-year-old lead, let me tell you, what you just got handed was a phone book. You didn't get a dream. You got a nightmare. Okay? Don't do that. Have good leads, okay? There's a lot of crap leads on this planet. A lot of them. Look on the web. There's garbage. Ton of garbage leads. And it's hard enough when you first start out and you have good leads if you don't know what you're doing. And then you don't know what you're doing and you got bad training, bad mentorship, bad scripting. And then you get a crap lead, oh my goodness, your chance of failure is like almost certain, okay? So make sure that you've got good leads, good mentorship, good scripting, so that you have the best chance of succeeding as an insurance agent. I care about you. I don't want you to get harmed. So figure out what you want to do and then commit to it. And then once you become successful, then add another layer, okay, of product offerings to help your clients. Add another layer, okay? Add one more thing. Get good at that one more thing. And over the coming years, you will be more of a professional to serve people, and your clients will know it. They're going to know if you're a face-to-face agent, if you're a professional the moment you got out of that car. They're going to know if you're a good professional telesales agent the moment you picked up that phone. They will. Clients know if you know what you're talking about or if you don't. Okay? They know if you're a professional and fully understand a product or if you're winging it. They do. Now, you don't want to have analysis paralysis, okay, where you just sit in the books all day and don't do anything. You got to get after it. High energy, but more importantly, high purpose and high activity. High activity, high activity will lead you to the promised land. Okay, it will. High activity, good skill set, good training, good mentoring, but make a wise choice. Okay? Make a wise choice as an insurance agent, I beg of you. Vet your trainer, please. Vet your trainer. Okay? If you're going to do telesales, make sure they've written, okay, hundreds and hundreds of telesales off their own little BIC 1.0 before you take advice. Okay? If they're trying to help you on face-to-face insurance, have they done face-to-face long enough to be able to transfer skill set to you? A lot of people can do that. Make sure that whoever's training you is doing it. Make sure, okay, that whoever you take advice from is not, okay, down here. Make sure they're at the top of the food chain. They need to be at the top of the food chain. Make sure that they're good, that they're better, okay, so they can transfer a skill set just by being in the same room as you. They can transfer a skill set to you because they're spending hours and hours and hours investing in you as a brand new agent to help you be successful so that you have maximum levels of certainty, so that then you can put maximum levels of activity and drive into making the career something that you are proud of. Being an insurance agent is an amazing privilege. Treat it like that. Treat it like a career, not a job, and you will find yourself more successful and more fulfilled with what you will accomplish for the greater good of your consumer in the next year. Don't fail out. In the next 5 years, don't fail out. Don't quit. In the next 10 years, keep at it with integrity. Okay? You will like what you do, but what the insurance career looks like is a lot of hard work, a lot of satisfaction, a lot of freedom and opportunity that will come as a result of being better at meeting more needs. The more successful you are, the better that you are at helping your clients get everything they want out of life, the better you will be as an insurance agent as a result, because you know how to make their lives better and bring them better products and better offerings, okay, to take care of their acute needs. When you focus on your clients' needs and you're better at solving their needs than anybody else, guess what? You're going to become a $1 million round table agent like myself, who's done this for many, many years. It is a rewarding career. Do it well, do it right. I hope this gives you some perspective on what it looks like to be a brand new insurance agent. I'm proud of you for getting your license and getting ready to engage in this noble profession. Have a good one, you guys. Thanks for watching. If you need help, reach out. My information's in the description. I hope this serves you well, and buy everything that's in you. Focus on your consumer first. Have a good one, you guys.